What's up, people? Welcome to today's podcast. It's nice to see you again. Today, we'll be talking about 4 different individuals. The first person is Priest, second person is Blade, third person is Abraham's Vampire Hunter, and the fourth person is Gabriel Van Helsing. So now, I'll give you the breakdown of these 4 individuals. I'll give you their skills, their abilities, and their details so that you yourself can actually choose who is the better vampire hunter. Imagine a town is being taken over by vampires and you're asked to pick one person to estimate to remove this vampire's threat. Okay, and this is a one-time mission, no mistakes. So we have to be careful of whom we are choosing for this mission. So stay tuned and I'll give you the breakdown now. So the first person is Priest. Priest, for we all know, who is from the movie, the church, okay, has to train some group of fighters from when they are so small. From about 4 or 5 years, they selected them and they trained them in the art of vampire hunting. Because their town has been taken over by vampires. So these people, or these fighters they were trained and they were turned into vampires hunted. They were warriors. But the drawback is that they always work in group. Okay, they always work in group. They don't work individually. They always work in group. So that is a disadvantage for Priest, because this mission which is going is not just a group mission, it's an individual mission. Secondly, Priest is a human being. He can easily get tired. He can easily get weak. There are some things he can't do, which vampires can do. Despite he has been trained in their way of pattern, their pattern of speed, everything. Priest is a warrior. He's a great warrior, and I will give him a big bonus, okay, in this vampire hunt. But let's go check the other guys too. So before we can decide whom we are picking for our vampire hunt. So secondly, we have Abraham's Vampire Hunter. Abraham's Vampire Hunter, in the time of darkness, there was this town where vampires have taken over, and this small kid, about 4 years, he witnessed a vampire from the roof of his store, and this vampire killed his mother. So he saw it, and since then he has focused his entire mind, everything is focused on vampire hunting. So he trained himself in the pattern of vampire hunting as well, and he got himself this long axe, usually used in battle. This axe is coated by silver, and it has a gun inbuilt, a gun loaded with silver bullets. I know that vampires are not good with silver. Silver and vampires don't work together, they're enemies. It kills vampires. So I think this axe gave him a lot of strength. He can be able to do a lot of things which human can do whenever he's wielding this axe. So that is Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, I mean to say. And this guy has a special skills like strength. He can jump high, he can do a lot of things, but when he's wielding the axe, what if he loses the axe? What's going to happen to him? That is a disadvantage. Now we go down to the third person. Let us see who is Blade. Blade, okay, we knew from the movie Blade that his mom was bitten by a vampire when she was pregnant. So we don't know actually whether it was in the 9th month or 6th month or 4th month, and how deep or shallow the bite was. We don't know. But vampires have been trying to make experiments of that so that they can get someone like Blade, so that they can get the person and train the person to be able to fight with them. So, but this experiment they have been doing, it has been a failed experiment. They have tried a lot, so many times, okay, and each time they get a pregnant woman and they bite her, the pregnant woman dies and the child dies. Do you know why? Because Blade is special. Blade is half human, is half immortal, that is half vampire. And Blade has all their skills, all their abilities, all their strengths, everything they have, but none of their weakness. So Blade has an edge over all of them. Blade has the edge over humans because he has the ability of humans, but he does not have the weakness of humans. That is like tiredness and so on. He does a lot of crazy stuff. So now Blade in the two world, human and vampires, is on top. He has the both edge. That makes him superior. So that is Blade for you. Let's go down to Gabriel Van Helsing. Gabriel Van Helsing, this guy, from what you know, he dedicated his entire life. In fact, he works for the church. He gave his entire life in the hunt of monsters, not just vampires, both monsters. So there was this count. Count is known as ministers back then. There was this count, it was so evil in the town of Transylvania. This count was so evil that that it was killing so much people, and people that were sent to hunt him down, he kills them first. So the church sent this Gabriel Van Helsing. Van Helsing went and took down this count. Before he took down the count, he cut off his hand and took his ring and war. So, but before this count died, he cast a spell on Van Helsing. Okay, this spell is to forget. He forgot everything that happened. He forgot even how he got his ring in his finger. He forgot everything. So that was the problem. And Van Helsing didn't even know who he was after that battle. It wasn't over because this count, when he died, he made a deal with the devil that he is going to bring a lot of souls to the devil if the devil brings him back as immortal. So now he came back as Dracula, an immortal. He's a kind of a special vampire. So this Dracula guy, he was so bad and nobody knows how to take him down. He even created a lot of vampires in Median that works with him as well. So the church also had to send Van Helsing again to go and hunt down this Dracula. Dracula knowing, yeah, this guy that killed me is back again, but Van Helsing don't even know who is going to fight because he has forgotten. So it was there that Dracula exposed the secret, and Van Helsing, he kind of, okay, yeah. It's like this guy was the guy that I got this link from because Dracula, I think he told him some things that made him to remember. So, but what helped him to take down Dracula was because like he had this strength of werewolf. Van Helsing is somehow a werewolf, or let me say, is a werewolf as well. So werewolf bite can kill any vampire. That is an edge for him. But at the same time, vampires are a bit superior than werewolves. So that is another problem. So Van Helsing, one of the greatest vampire hunter. But before I will conclude, let us now compare the four of them. The first person, priest. No way, I won't go for priest. Priest is a warrior. Don't get me wrong. I love priest. But at the same time, he's just a human. He had these weaknesses, human weaknesses and so on. Despite he has been trained in so many arts of vampire hunting, he's just a human. And he also works with teamwork. This is not a teamwork. This is an individual work. So that alone, as for me, I'm not picking priest. Secondly, a Lincoln's vampire hunter, this guy is perfect for this job. But the issue is that his axe is what gives him this power. I don't know how, but this axe that he wields, it gives him immune strength, enhanced power. So what if he loses this axe? What happens? It's dead over, it's fucking over. So that is the reason why I'm not going for a Lincoln vampire hunter, despite he's a very great vampire hunter. Then the third person is Blade. Blade don't even need a weapon because he himself is a weapon. He is half human, half immortal. He can die from a vampire's bite, okay, because he himself is also a vampire halfway. So, and he has edge over vampires and over humans. So Blade is so powerful, he's so strong that he can even walk in daylight. A daylight effect, vampires don't work in daylight. They know him as Daywalker. When vampires hear his name, Daywalker, they are all scared. But he's a nightmare to vampires because he has edge over them. Okay? What kills vampire can kill him. Silver bullet, garlic, holy water, daylight doesn't touch Blade. You see, that makes Blade far superior for this mission. But before I will say I'll choose Blade, let me see Gabriel Van Helsing, what he has. Gabriel Van Helsing, he had this skill, this hunting skill of werewolf, that his bite can kill vampires. But disadvantage why I'm not going for Van Helsing is because Van Helsing does not specialize in just vampires. Like, he's a jack of all trades. He hunts both monsters. Okay? Unlike these three other guys who are vampire specialists. He hunts both monsters and vampires as well. But at the same time, this wolf trait he has is also a positive and at the same time a negative aspect for him because vampires are a bit superior than wolves in the dark world. So for me, if not for Blade, I could have gone for Van Helsing, but unfortunately, I'm going for Blade. So Blade is my.
Now, one will lead them to conquer mankind.
Tonight, the age of man comes to an end.
We're gonna be gods.
And one will try to stop him dead.
There are worse things out tonight than vampires.
Like what?
Like me.
Half human,
Blade's mother was attacked by a vampire while she was pregnant.
half immortal.
You got the best of both worlds. All our strengths, none of our weaknesses.
He is their greatest fear and our only hope.
It's open season on all vampires.
Wesley Snipes, Stephen Dorff,
You're one of them, aren't you?
No, I'm something else.
Blade.
My choice is, to me, is the best and the better vampire hunter among these four guys. So that is my choice. So I don't know about your choice, but you got to tell us what's your choice. So what is your choice? Is it Van Helsing? Is it Blade? Is it Abraham Lincoln vampire hunter? Or is it Priest? So tell us in the comment section, okay, whom you choose and why you chose this person as your fighter. Okay. Alright guys, this is the end of this section today. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. So feel free to drop your comments, to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, I hope I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.